AC55 Network. As usual, it's the time of year where we have the Beer and Whiskey Festival, and of course, we have to come and report about it. We have someone who's tried the Tusker from Kenya, so we want to know what he thinks about the whole thing about the beer, what he thinks about it, where he got it from, how did he even know about it. Tell us a little bit, who are you, what do you think about the whole thing?
I think it's a good lager, and I first got in touch with the Tusker beer on a honeymoon in Zanzibar 2007.
Okay.
And it was a very good experience.
Okay. What do you think of, is it a smooth drink? Is it something that you can take all the time, or is it once in a while?
I think it's a good drink in the summer when it's hot outside. I think it's a very good drink.
Okay. Well, thanks for talking to us. Yeah. Okay, we're here in a different stand and we want to know about a little bit more about what they're doing, their brand, what they drink it with, what we can mix it with. Tell us, what is this? Tell us about it.
Yes, this is Dragon Blood. It's a Swedish product.
Yeah.
It's about 2 years old, so it's pretty new product. And it has become very popular lately. And it's because of the flavor of it. In the beginning it's very fruity. Then you have some touch of cinnamon, and then at the end you have chili. So it's building strength while you are drinking it. Yeah, and it's 50% strong, so it's quite strong and good.
Do you mix it with anything for you to drink it, or just straight up?
You can do both. So some people take it straight, and then you can mix it. And it's very easy to mix because it's a lot of flavors in it. So the easiest drink, might be Dragon Blood. You have some Sprite and some lemon. It's very, very good.
Well, first of all, it already has a very interesting name, Dragon Blood. So it's something to know about. And I'm thinking, well, how is it now that this day is the 25th year of this festival, and you guys are participating? How does that feel?
It feels really good. I mean, we've been here before, and we love being here, and it's a very nice atmosphere, and a lot of good people are coming here and drinking the alcohol, and we can speak to each other. So for us, this is very great. It's good.
Well, thank you so much for talking to us. We hope to see you next year.
Of course, we'll be here. Thank you very much.
Okay, thanks. Bye. We're still in the Beer and Whiskey Festival, and we're going to talk to these guys who are doing Dos Mas. We want to know what it is all about. What is it exactly? It's so much fun anyway. 1 second.
Yeah, Dos Mas, it's 3 kinds of party shots. These 2 are cinnamon liquors. This one with whiskey and chili. This one with tequila. This one is berry liquor with vodka. Yeah.
So basically, it's all about shots.
About shots, yeah. But then now we have made ice cream out of all our products. So if you want, you can eat the liquor too.
Yeah. Basically, make it a cocktail like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think it sounds fun, and thanks for talking to us.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Bye. We're still with the Whiskey and Beer Festival, and we have here in a different stand where I can see a Jamaican flag, and the music is the same. So we want to know what kind it is. Is it a beer? Is it a whiskey? We want to know. So tell us a little bit more.
Yeah, so it's Red Stripe beer. It's Jamaican lager. Very easy to drink, easy on the palate, 4.7%. Perfect on a warm summer day.
Oh, okay. So it's a beer, and it's good for the warm summer day.
It's good for any day, but especially good on a warm summer day.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Well, how does it feel that you're in the 25th anniversary of this festival?
It feels good. I mean, I think it's a perfect brand to be here, to be representing Jamaica, because there's not much other Jamaican beer.
Well, thank you so much for talking to us. We see you next year, I'm sure. We're still in the Beer and Whiskey Festival, and we have a rum that we've come to ask all about it. We want to know if they have different brands, what do you drink the rum with, what is it good with. So we have Sana. Sana is going to tell us a little bit about it.
Yes.
So tell us what you think. Tell us.
This is the plantation rum, and it's from the beginning. It's a French guy called Alexandre Gabriel that went to West India, and he just fell in love with the rum. And so, for make a long story short, he brings the rum to France and put it on the old cognac barrels for the finish, for the finishing, for the taste and for the quality.
Okay.
So basically we work with different islands and places in the West Indies, Panama, Jamaica, Santa Lucia, and this is a blend from Barbados, and we also have another blend from Barbados, and we have Trinidad, and we have also really nice white rum. And the white rum is actually a dark rum, but they have filtered it with cotton to get it light, so you can mix it with drinks. That's the
When you say
purpose.
white, immediately you start thinking it's light or something like that.
It's not really light. It's really tasty and really not that white. If you look at the bottle, it shines a bit yellow in the liquid. So it's made. The thought was to make drinks with it, but it's also really nice to drink with it on its own. And then we have the Grand Reserve. It's a little bit light. It's not been on barrels for that long, but it's nice to drink as it is, and also mix with drinks. And then you have Trinidad, Santa Lucia, Jamaica, and Panama. That is different aging and a different tastes. Consider where it is from.
Okay.
And then you have the flagship 20th anniversary extra, and it's a blend from Barbados.
Okay, so do you mix them with anything, or do you just take them as straight as it is?
You should drink them as they are. Yes.
So you taste it like the
Yes,
whole thing.
but you can also make a really nice drink with it, like with the Trinidad or the Grand Reserve. We mix it with ginger ale, and you have a really nice drink called Fidel Castro, and a squeeze of lime in it as well. So that's really nice. So you don't have to drink it on your own, but this one, the older one, you should.
Better.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for talking to us.
you.
And people try this brand. It sounds so much fun. You never know, it could be just your thing. Thank you so much.
We a Swedish brand in Port City in Sweden, and the only place where they can buy it. We have very many restaurants and bars which sell our product, and we have the most big exclusive restaurants which are selling our beer, and we have it in the system blogger, but we don't have it on the. I mean, you just have to order it.
First,
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, and we have this. We go around giving people this so that
The
they.
card.
So this is as you see, it says here, my beer, my country.
Yeah.
And then it says order task from the system blog it, and the ATCO number and the price, everything says signs there.
Yeah.
So, and this is our
Card that it actually gives for people to actually
Exactly.
know what to do with it.
exactly
That's so
because
cool.
because some of them they cannot manage maybe to come here,
Yeah.
and maybe when we are out when I'm out riding this Tusker car,
Yeah.
so people stop me and
Yeah,
they really want to know about the beer, what is that.
What's it all
So
about.
I talk to them and explain what is it all about,
about.
and then they give them this card that they can order it from the system blogger.
Okay.
Yes.
you for talking to us. And guys, my country, my beer, Tasker, you've known how to get it even out here. So please do something about it. Have fun with it. And we'll see you next year too. Bye.
Bye-bye.
So we're still in the Tasker, my country, my beer part of it. And we have someone who's been to Kenya and she's also promoting everything about the Tasker beer. So we want to know what she thinks and what she'll tell us about it. So what do you think?
I really like Tusker. I think it's a really nice and light beer.
Yeah.
Like especially in Kenya where it's very warm
Yeah.
and like sunny, you like a Tusker because it's like refreshing and cool and yeah.
What do you think about the people here in Sweden? Are they taking it so well? Because you're also in the counter.
Yeah. Most people like it. They say it's very different to other beers they've had. Like a lot of people say, but they also say it's supposed to be like you're supposed to drink it in the sun. Yeah.
When
a lot
it's
of people.
cold,
Yeah,
right.
yeah. When it's warm outside, but like the beer is cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you tell guys to do this Tasker? What do you tell them to do?
Just like it's a nice refreshing beer.
Yeah.
Just if you walk around here and drink a lot of other really dark beers, it's just nice to come here and drink something refreshing.
lighter.
Yeah. And it's like it's a fun, there's a lot of music and like nice colors.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you so much.
And keep watching and drink the beer. Try it. What you're doing in your brand?
Yes, of course.
Oh, perfect. Great. So we're here and we're still asking a little more about what brand people are using and let's know what she's talking about here. Tell us.
Yes, hi. So we are working with an Italian specialty. It's a liquor called limoncello, which is made from the peel of the lemons,
Yeah.
and then you lay them with some spirits and sugar and water. That's everything you have. And after that, it's a limoncello after 11 days. Of course, you have to take out all the shields as well. So this one is called limoncello di Capri. So as the title says, it's from Capri, which is a beautiful island. So it's all made there in the classic manners. So we promote a new drinking strategy, because normally you have it after dinner to digest all the food. If you have like a big course with spaghetti and whatever, you need to digest the food. So that's normally how we serve it, but we also serve it as a drink, which is called Capri Tonic.
Okay.
So we use a really, really high quality tonic. This is a German brand from Berlin called Thomas Henry. It's produced by specialists, bartenders, to get this special taste, the right bitterness, the right bubbles and everything. Yes, and then you mix it all together with lemon and some herbs, and that's it.
Okay. Well, you've heard how you can drink this drink. It's basically all about digestion and fun at the same time. So you should try it. And thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you.
Okay. What can I drink it with?
Okay, sure.
Things like that.
First of all, I have a black spice rum. The black spice rum is from Barbados. It's from Barbados, right? Yeah, it's from Barbados. The difference between this black spice rum and the original, like plantation, the diplomatico, the light brownish, is that you have a lot of like vanilla, you have the caramel, and when you get this alcoholic kick, you feel the alcohol, then you have the pepper as well. It feels a lot of pepperish. And then at the aftertaste, you have this milk chocolate kind of taste. It's amazing. It's perfect like an aperitif after the dinner. Perfect with some milk chocolates. And then you can mix it with. We mix it with this. We have the Thomas Henry ginger beer. So the ginger beer is very gingerish. You have it feels like very itchy, It's perfect with a light vanilla with the caramel. So it's
Brings out
perfect.
this taste, basically.
Yeah, exactly. And then, except from the rum, we have a new gin. This is a new
product. Basically.
Yeah. This is a new premium gin.
Yeah.
It's the world's most largest. It's growing really fast, you know.
Okay.
So except from this one and the original, you have the Beefeater, you have the all kind of gin. You have the citrus, and I don't know the word for it in English. You know, the small berries.
I'm sure if you look, it's written in the bottle. Most likely.
Yeah, I know. It's the typical taste of taste of gin. Yeah, I don't know the word for it, but then you have, except from these two, you have grapefruit. You have some mandel. It's like some nuts. You have licorice, and there's one more I can't define. It's like 13 different kind of verbs and herbs, you know. And then you mix it with just a simple gin and tonic.
Okay.
And then as well we have the Thomas Henry tonic. And this is the tonic. It's kind of not so really sweet tonic. You have it's very bitterish. And then you can feel all the taste from this gin. So that's perfect.
Well,
That's pretty much
sounds really fun, and I like the idea. And guys, you should try it. I don't want to try it now, but you know, I get drunk. Just joking. But try it, and it sounds so much fun. We'll see maybe next year too.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye. Tell us a little bit more about your brand. We saw you last year, so I'm now curious.
RA Whisky is own distillery from LA district.
Yeah.
Is around 3 to 5 years old.
Yeah.
And it's very nice to people for not used to drink heavy whiskey, too smoky. So it is very nice to start with.
It's more like it's light, not too heavy.
It's not too smoky whiskey.
Okay.
So it's very nice to beginning to walk up to the stairs in a whiskey stairs. So that is very nice whiskey.
Okay.
No.
So this is the only brand that you have, or do you have a new brand now?
What?
Do you have a different brand?
No, this is what we only have.
Only have. Okay. Well, what would you recommend for people to drink it? When? After dinner? When is the best time? When it's sunny? What do you think?
To welcome drink to start.
Okay.
Only if you have guests for a sauna night or like avec and right after dinner. So it's a very nice whiskey. So
well, thank you so much for talking to us.
Thanks, nice
and guys, try it. It's so much fun.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thanks.
So, we're still in the Beer and Whiskey Festival, and we have a different brand now. We're gonna ask them about it. They tell us what it's all about. So, give us a little bit of what you guys are doing.
We work with aquavit and food in combination instead of wine and beer. So we think it's a better combination because beer and wine is too low alcohol to extend the taste, the flavors of the food. So that's why we work with aquavit in a different kind, and we do work with open sandwiches, Danish smørrebrød, and we have a restaurant called Två små svin, Two small pigs, and we only work with aquavit and food over there.
So, what do you have here?
The brands are from Aalborg, Danish aquavit, in different ways and different spices.
Okay.
So we did a combination with the 3 smørrebrød and 3 of the aquavit here.
So basically, you're recommending us to do this after food or with the food? Or
With food.
With food.
Yeah, and after food, of course. To the beer or as a...
Or even also when I'm having fun.
Yes, yes.
Well, thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, we'll see you next year.
Of course.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Everybody knows about Jamison, and guess what? We found their stand. So we're gonna hear a little bit from her about what to do with it. What do you mix it with? What do you drink it with? Tell us.
Okay, so Jameson is a triple distilled whiskey, so it's really, really smooth, and it's a mix between pot still and grain whiskey, which gives it a nice kind of sweetness, but kind of spiciness and a few fruity tones. So it works quite well with a lot of things. Ginger ale being one, which is one thing we push for because it's a really nice flavour that enhances the smoothness of the whiskey, and everybody likes ginger ale, so it works quite well. And then another thing that's really nice, Jameson like old fashions, because the smoothness of the whiskey works well with the different like bitters and things that you can use, and whiskey sours. The kind of sweetness and the sourness balance each other out quite well. So due to the fact that it's such a smooth whiskey, and not only Jameson but Irish whiskey means it's very versatile, can be mixed with a lot of different things, you can experiment quite well, and it's a really nice entry level whiskey. So people who are trying to get into whiskey, Jameson is very nice because it's smooth, it's not too aggressive, and it really kind of, you know, allows you to then progress into different types as well. So yeah,
I have no other thing to say. She said it all.
hopefully you understood me. I speak very fast.
But thank you so much for talking to us. I guess everybody, you know about Jamison. I don't even need to say it. So try it. It's so much fun. And thank you for talking to us.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Have a lovely evening.
Thank you.
No worries.
We're still in the beer and whiskey festival, and we have another brand that you're gonna know about. So tell us a little bit about this brand.
So this is called the Gammeldansk, or the Old Dane in English. It's bitter, so it's from Denmark. It's from 1964, so it's 52 years old, and it's I think that you should drink it with a nice beer, preferably a Danish beer.
Okay. Well, do you have different brands, or is this one? Like.
So this is basically a one product brand, but we do have the chili and licorice shot as well. But it's mostly about the original, the bitter dram.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how does it feel to bring this brand on the 25th year of the festival this year?
It feels good.
Yeah.
We've been a part of this fair for I think this is the 5th year, and it's because the taste is a bit it doesn't come that easy, because you have to work for it to really like it. So the more you drink, the more you like it.
So it's an acquired taste. You have to
The
get
taste is really acquired. So we try to use material like this, bags, different hats and stuff to get people to approach the stand. Yeah, exactly. And so because it's all about to get people to stop at your stand so you can speak about the product.
Okay. Well, congratulations. 5 years and 25th year. It's good that you're here. So we hope to see you next year.
Well, it will happen, so.
Okay. Well, thank you for talking to us.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
What we're promoting this year is we've changed the etiquette a bit. Jägermeister is a German liquor that's 35%, and it's got 56 different herbs and fruit and blossoms in it, which we've now promoted on the front. And it's also aged on oak for a year, which is also there. So that's the new in the design, and also the deer is more details. But what we're also promoting is the way to drink it, because the normal way to drink it is on chilled from the freezer or in chilled glasses, and just a shot. But we're here to show some drinks that are really like fresh and nice, to show you that you can do more with this liquor than just shot. It's very popular to do shots with. It's everyone goes to calm their stomach down with one. But it's also very nice for drinks. So that's what we do. Yeah.
Well, thank you for talking to us. But I'm also curious. How does it feel to be here on the 25th anniversary of this festival?
Well, I love this fair, because when you work in the business, you get to meet a lot of the people you've known on other jobs, because everyone is here on different stations, and also a lot of the people coming are people you know from 10 years ago in the same business, and of course everyone now on the day for regular people. It's lovely. Everyone's happy and everyone's drinking a lot, but not too much. So Yeah, it's great.
Last year we were also here, and
Yeah.
you had a whole ice
Yeah, we have
sculpture.
the ice bar, the ice sculpture bar.
Yeah.
But the thing with that is that it melts. Because here we don't have the water doesn't. We had to make it rinse away. Very difficult. And
seriously.
also very hot in here. So
Yeah,
it was quite a mission to have it.
It was really good, creative. It was
Yeah.
really good. Everybody
Today
was stopping by because
yeah,
of that.
Yeah, I know, and they still talk about it. So it was fun. But today what we're going for is, since this is the Jägermeister means the master of hunting. It comes from to take care of the animals and like respect everything. So it's a hunting cabin. That's what we have now with the deer on the wall. Not a real deer, but so that's the theme we have this year.
That's so cool. You've learned something. Jägermeister means what it means. So when you're drinking it, you know what it's talking about. So
Master of hunters.
yeah. Well, thank you so much for
Thank
talking
you.
to us.
Where are you from?
We're from AC55.
What country is that?
It's basically it's here, but we're working with everything that the Africans do at the same time. We also come.
So it's all in
stuff
English?
Like that. Yeah. English is better.
Oh, yeah. Everyone can understand it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you.
Thank you. Canele, cucini, cioè con di Tell us.
It works perfectly with food, but I mean, if you just want to have some peace and quiet, a time for yourself, and just relax and sit down, I think most of the Mariestad beers are perfect.
How many brands do you guys have?
On this fair right now, we have, of course, the Export, which is our most well-known beer. We also have our 4.2% beer. It's Continental, which reflects back to the industrial development when we started producing beers with little less alcohol. We also have some limited editions, which we do in 1,800 bottles only, and every year we release a new flavor, so to speak.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for talking to us. It's so cool that you're still here, and we hope to see you next year.
Here we are in the Staropramen Monter. It's a beer from Prague, a true beer from Prague, and it's one of the most famous brands in the Czech Republic. Yeah.
Okay.
So here we are. We have 4 products here.
Yeah.
All products only on tap. Yes.
Yeah.
And our prime thing is to serve the best beer on tap. Yes.
Yeah.
So it must be a perfect serve. Yes. So this is our case here. So it's always the same, because especially beer served from tap should be very well served, and so it must be very good head. Yes. We always demand in Czech Republic a very good head, at least 2-3 fingers. Yes.
Yeah.
So you are perhaps familiar with it. Yes.
Yes,
If you have been there. Yeah.
Well, what do you recommend this beer to drink after, or when do you recommend to have this beer?
Oh, it's of course, as I told you, we have 4 different types here, and so all of them are actually lagers. Yes. One is very special. It's unfiltered. Yes. It's a little bit. It's a lager, but still it's with a wheat character. Yes. It's a lager with wheat character, and it's so this is a little bit different type of food as normally in Czech Republic, because we are pork eaters in Czech Republic. You know, it's like Germans.
Yeah.
But this is very suitable in Sweden with fish and so this with character. But the other one, of course, we have here dark with venison or semi-dark beer with venison granat, yes, and it's a beer which goes to very wide type of menus of kitchen, yes.
Okay. Okay, I see that.
Would you like to try, perhaps?
Not today, but because I'm working.
We have a good sausage from it's from venison.
Yeah.
Sausage and we serve it with here with yes, and with a little bit of sauerkraut also.
Okay.
Because it's also typical for our
Okay.
for our
Question.
region.
It's the 25th year this year of this festival. Was it good to be here? Because I'm thinking it must be big for your brand to be here.
Yeah, we are very yes. We have been here. I think not me personally. I have been here for more than 10 years. Yes, and so now I'm quite familiar with this festival, and we think it's very important for us to be here.
Yeah.
And so Staropramen is distributed here in Sweden by Carlsberg. Yeah? So we are next to each other here.
Yeah.
But we have our own bar and own place. Yes.
Okay.
But otherwise we are cooperating together. Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for talking to us.
Yes. But I would like to serve you a well-tapped beer.
Yeah. Oh,
You don't
okay.
want-
We'll come and get some
I will,
later.
I will show you how.
Okay, I'll come and show you all that. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay, festival, and we're in one of biggest brands that we know, Glenfiddich. We have someone who can tell us a little bit about it. Tell us about your brands, what you think about it, what we should drink with, stuff like that.
Right. So as you said, Glenfiddich is a brand everyone knows. We're considered the pioneers of malt whiskey. So for a long time, malt whiskey was considered something that was a little bit too harsh for foreign palates. So only Scottish people drank it. In 1963, we started exporting single malt whiskey, the first in the world to do so. So we actually have a fun recreation of the original bottle here. So this is what the bottle looked like in 1963. And so Glenfiddich is a Speyside whiskey. Pretty smooth, very elegant flavors. But everyone's tried Glenfiddich before, as you say. So we're now trying to do a few more variations on the style that everyone knows. So what we work with is a very sweet, fruity product. And then through maturation, we can get different tones out, right? So Glenfiddich, I think, is just an excellent whiskey for people who haven't really explored the malt category very much before. It's smooth, it's easy to drink. But then as age goes up, you get a lot more character in it. So it's a whiskey that you can start off drinking to get into the category, and then as you move up and you get more interested in it, you should branch out, explore some other brands. But then we have a fantastic product that you can always come back to.
Okay. So what's the difference? Can you tell us which kind of difference you have? Because I see different bottles here.
Right. Well, so the Glenfiddich 12. This is a bottle that pretty much all whiskey collectors have at home.
Yeah.
Nice sort of pear finish to it. A lot of sweetness. Then as you move up, we have the rich oak aged for another year, but exclusively in bourbon barrels.
Yeah.
So a little bit more wooden notes. The Solara vat is my personal favorite.
Yeah.
It's a whiskey that we put that we use a Solara method to produce. So we have this enormous vat up in Dufftown at our distillery, which is always at least half full. And then what we do is we bottle half of the quantity, and then we keep on adding aged whiskey. So like the sherry method of producing whiskey.
Nice. Okay.
It produced like a fantastic, sweet taste, fruity taste to it. Glenfiddich 18. A little bit more aged. The tones really come through once you start hitting 18 and upwards. You really get a very malty texture in your whiskey. So for this one, you think more sort of fall seasonal, more nutty, malty chocolate flavors.
Yeah.
And then some of our more new products here.
Yeah.
Gran Reserva we've had for about a year now, aged for 21 years, and then finished in a rum cask. So a lot of distilleries are experimenting with finishes right now.
Yeah.
And so this is our sort of counteract to that. So rum finish for half a year adds this like delicious caramel sweetness, especially in the nose and in the aftertaste, I find. So that when you drink a lot of whiskey, you'll notice that in the aftertaste the spirit lasts longer than the flavor. But I think with the rum finish, you really get a nice sweetness that lingers longer. So a better sort of sipping whiskey.
Okay.
And then finally, our most aged whiskey in our regular range, the excellent range, exclusively in first fill bourbon casks.
Okay. Nice. So you guys have heard the different tastes, the different brands. We even have the new brands. So please keep trying them. I think I don't need to even say anything. You know Glenfiddich. And thank you so much for talking to us. And it's so cool that you guys are in the 25th year of this festival.
Yeah, of course. It feels wonderful. And Sweden has an excellent whiskey culture, so it's fun to be able to here and represent Glenfiddich.
Well, thank you so much for talking to us. We'll see you next year.
Of course.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you so much.